check. 1, 2. Check, check. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. What is up, Friar Faithful? We are back. We've been gone for a little while. It's been a minute. A lot has happened since I've been on here, since my last episode. And one of the biggest things that has happened is your boy Tatis is back. He went 0 for yesterday. He didn't get any hits. He did make contact with the ball, but nothing too exciting. It's all right though, because it was his first day back, and he's gonna step it up, I think, as the season goes. Well, the season's almost over. We only think we have 22 games left, which is crazy to say, but it is true. We only have 22 games left. The other person who's back is, of course, Joe Musgrove. He pitched yesterday. I think it was his 5th outing since he's been back. I want to say he came back around August 12th. Yeah, so Musgrove has been back. He's been doing really good since he's been back, kind of picking up where he left off. Yesterday he did pretty well. He pitched, a shutout game. The Tigers weren't able to score any runs yesterday, so it was pretty good. He went 6 innings, which is also really great. I think he pitched like 93, somewhere around there, 93 pitches. And so he's been doing good. I mean, this is the Joe Musgrove that we want. This is the Joe Musgrove we want to see. And so I'm excited to see that Joe Musgrove is healthy. You could see around 75 pitches that he started to, decline a little bit. He started losing control, I think, of his curveball, and his curveball was not hitting the strike zone, and a couple of his other pitches. But, overall, pretty good, pretty dominant. You could see he's really confident when he's on the mound. If you can compare him to other pitchers, a lot of the younger pitchers, he has a lot of confidence when he's on the mound. So even when he's not pitching good, he doesn't show it. So glad to see Darvish is back and healthy. And then, Musgrove is back and healthy. And speaking of Darvish, your boy is coming back tomorrow against the Tigers. So, man, we're almost got the full squad. The whole team's here. We're only missing Kim. So we're looking really good right now. The offense yesterday was kind of weak, though. I was a little let down by that offense. They did score, I think it was 3 runs, but it was a slow game. I was watching the game, and it was just like, okay, nothing happening. It's 8th inning. When are they going to get a hit? When are they going to score a run? So, yeah, it was the offense was a little weak, but we got to pick up that offense if we want to make it past the Diamondbacks in the postseason, because most likely that's who we're going to be playing against in the postseason. That'll be the first round come October, and Diamondbacks are no joke. They picked up a lot since the All-Star break, and we've been playing good, but they've been playing just as good. So we're going to have our hands full against the Diamondbacks. And even before the postseason, there is 3 games in Arizona, I believe. I think it's like the last 3 games of the season in Arizona. So that's going to be like a playoff game right there. So I don't know if any of you are planning to go to Arizona. I am thinking about it. The weather's going to be a little bit nicer towards the end of September. It should probably be in, maybe in the 80s or something like that. I don't know, maybe low 90s, but it would be interesting to go. I've never gone out to Phoenix to go watch a game, and so it would be cool to get out there. But work and school and stuff like that, it's kind of hard to do that kind of stuff. Something else I wanted to bring up, what I thought was interesting is Tatis was out for 59 games. That was a really long time. I think it was June 22nd was the last time he played. Yeah, last time he played was June 22nd, and man, he was gone for a long time. The thing that I think is really interesting is that nobody that I have heard has ever mentioned or talked about how he got injured in the first place. They keep calling it a stress reaction, and I have no idea what that means. You either have a broken bone or you don't. Stress fracture. You have a fracture, you have a stress fracture, but a stress reaction, I think that was just a play on words because they didn't want to say what really how bad his injury really was. He was out for 2 months, folks, and he was injured. I mean, at least a month. But he was playing injured for at least a month. So 3 months. I mean, if you've ever broken any bones, I've broken a few as a skater, and it takes a while to heal from that kind of stuff. And man, trying to skate or do anything strenuous after an injury like that, it's tough. So I still think he must have did something over the off season, maybe playing winter ball, and he just never told nobody, or he only told the Padres because the public doesn't know what happened. I mean, you don't get an injury like that just from walking. It's because of something pretty drastic, some sort of accident or something must have happened, or who knows what it was. But either the Padres just didn't want to talk about it because they didn't want the backlash, or he lied. What I don't think he's going to do that internally to the organization. So something might have happened, but no one's ever said anything, and no one really talks about it. It's just kind of like hush hush. But right here on this podcast, we don't, we're not going to hide. We're not going to hold back any punches or anything like that. I'm not saying it was bad, but it's just interesting that the public doesn't know about what happened with Tatis. If you know something that I don't know, let me know, because I haven't heard anything. So the bottom line is, it doesn't really matter, what it was, how it happened, or whatever. What matters more is that he's here and he's back. So it's we're in the beginning of September. We only have 22 games left. How long is it going to take for him to kind of get back up to speed to where he was? You could see, taking practice, at bats is nothing like taking a pitch from a major league pitcher. So, he struck out, he grounded out, I think it was, and he didn't get any hits, but I think he'll pick it up. The important thing too is his defense out in right field. So that's good. But it's good to know that Darvish is back. Coming back tomorrow. We got Musgrove, and all we need back is Kim. So who knows how long Kim's going to be out. We did pick up. We still have Mason McCoy, who's actually pretty decent in terms of his defense. His offense is actually not that bad either. I think he got a RBI yesterday, or he got on base yesterday, and then he scored. So Mason McCoy's not that bad. So I think we might be okay. I know we picked up Diaz as a catcher, as a backup catcher, which might be good. It could give. Like Higgy was sick for a few days, and then Campusano, that guy, he takes a lot of hits. A lot of people, talk about his defense skills and how he's not that great, but I think he takes a lot of hits. You see the foul balls right to his face. Even though he has that mask on, that ball's coming at you 100 miles per hour, man. That's going to jar your head, and so that's gonna throw you off a little bit. So I think we just got to give Campusano a little bit of leeway, a little bit of compassion for how hard he's been playing and how hard he's been taking a lot of foul balls, and he's taken a few to the nuts too. So, man, that guy's taking a beating. But in terms of offense and the catcher position, Higgy's not that bad. He's gotten a lot of hits, some pretty big ones. So I think he got a hit yesterday too. So that's going to be it for this episode. I just want to come on here real quick. It had been a while since I had made an episode, and I just want to, make sure we stay up to date. A lot has happened since the last time I had been on here, and we got some players back. Things have happened. Padres are doing actually really good. They're now in second place. They got a game past Arizona, so that's good. They're 5 games behind the Dodgers, which is, it's going to be really hard for them to catch. The Dodgers are going to have to lose 5 games. Padres are going to have to win. So it's going to be kind of tough. It's not impossible. Dodgers, Kershaw's down, so they got other injuries and things like that, but they're a good team, and we're going to play them too. one more time before the season's over. So that would probably be the time where you could see a division playoff game kind of, taking place right there. Those 3 games that we play in LA are going to be pretty gnarly. So those 3 games are going to be massive, man. Those 3, and then the ones against Arizona, those are going to be massive. So if you catch me out there, hit me up. Like I said in my last episode, if you catch me at the ball game, hit me up, and I'll give you some Slam Diego stickers. I'm actually going to be coming out with 2 new stickers pretty soon. So I don't know if I'll have them before the end of the season, which doesn't really make sense, but whatever. That's going to be it for this episode, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. I don't have a lot of subscribers. I just started this podcast last year, towards the end of the last year, and it was a different channel. So I switched over to this one and made a whole channel just dedicated to this podcast. So thanks for watching, everybody. Peace. I'm out.